말씀해 주신 것과 관련된 질문인데요. 그런 시민운동이 다양하게 지금 이루어지고 있는데 특히 이 책을 읽으신 독자들께서 공적 공간에서 활동을 다양하게 하실 거라고 생각합니다. 그런 것이 어떤 모습인지, 그다음에 지금 Center for Courage and Renewal에서 그런 과정을 어떻게 매개하고 플랫폼으로 작동하고 계신지 그런 걸 좀 여쭙고 싶습니다.
Well, let me say that in our current political circumstances, um, a lot of people began when they realized what was happening under this new administration. They began by falling into despair. And that, despair is always accompanied by um, loneliness, and it breeds loneliness, isolation. And so as people began wrestling with despair, and we began hearing, what do you need to come out of this state of disempowerment, which is exactly where these authoritarians want you to be. The answer always was, I need relationships. I need community. It doesn't have to be a big community. Community never has to be measured in the dozens or hundreds of people. It can be just a few people who encourage each other, who support each other, who understand each other. People with whom you have no need to explain why you're struggling or what your struggle is all about. And so as we heard more and more of that, we began gathering people online and in person in our circle of trust model, which you also use, of course, in your own way, in your own wonderful adaptations. And this is a model in which people are free to speak what's on their hearts without fear of judgment or rejection or anyone trying to fix them, quote, fix them or save them, but simply the act of expression, to get it out where you can look at it, and then to hear other people getting their voices into the circle, telling their truth. And what always amazes me about these circles, and I've been, we started this work 30 years ago, so I've been in a lot of circles, and I've experienced this form of non-judgmental community very often. What always amazes me is that people can have the same problem, the same struggle. They can find that no one has, quote, an answer to that, but they can still come out of the circle feeling strengthened and empowered because they suddenly realize, I'm not alone with this. I'm not the only one in the universe who feels this way. And that puts a platform under us. It puts ground under our feet, ground that we can stand on and move forward a bit and start making progress with. And so eventually we do come up with the next step and the next step and the next step. But the first step out of despair, which is where a lot of people have been during these hard times in American democracy, times when we've said, how did this guy get in again? What's wrong with people that they would vote for this? the first steps out of that kind of despair are in relationship, where nobody has the answer for you, but somehow together you feel the solidarity that allows you to start moving into the issue rather than backing away from it and falling into even more despair.